Hello, Reese from the Point Music News. Time for the Pointies, my top 50 Australian releases of 2025. I always get nervous doing. I have no idea why I get nervous doing this stuff. Podcast is easy. It's just this thing. It takes a lot. It's time consuming as all hell, but I do it because I love it, and also to show my appreciation for the Australian music scene. So, if you have never encountered the Pointies before, this is number 4. So yeah, previous winners have been Lounge, Juno, and Sahara Beck, all taking out number 1 spots. There is no prize for this, no money, no massive adulation. It's just basically I compile all the tracks that are reviewed throughout the previous 12 months, the Friday New Music Dump, the tracks from those, and the playlists, put them all together. It works out to be roughly just under 1,000 tracks. I cull that down to like half, and then I got to break that down into like 70 odd, and from that I get my favorite 50 tracks. They're all basically not judged but selected for certain reasons, how they made me feel personally, how well they performed in terms of like live or in streaming services or anything like that, how well they represent the genre, how original they are, how the actual artist has been performing as well. So yeah, there's all these little things that come in, and I do take seriously when I consider my 50 choices of the year. And I hope you, if you've never heard of any of the artists or only a few of these artists, I hope you discover something new in this lot. And you highly likely you won't agree with my top 10, and that's fine. Music is subjective, like art. So take from it what you will, but this is my selection. No voting, no public thing, because I hate public voting because it's skewed. And yeah, I put forward my thoughts on each track. So here we go. The Pointies, top 50 of 2025. Let's kick this in the dick. Kicking it off, number 50.
Number 50.
All right. So this is a pretty sort of out there choice, and in terms of like this is the only artist of this genre that it appears like, particularly of this kind of genre that appears in this top 50. They are a Brisbane / Sunshine Coast based artist, coming in hot from Yamanui Studios, and I'm pretty sure there's a few artists that recorded at Yamanui on the Sunshine Coast here. Not on the Sunshine Coast, but Sunshine Coast, yeah. That feature in this top 50. And the first track I'm starting off with is Tommy Sexton, and the song was Champagne on Ice. Now, Tommy Sexton dropped a whole album last year, but it was this one here. It's so cheesy, but in the best possible way. Like, it's some seriously smooth, sexy sounds. And fun thing is also that Tommy Sexton, which is an alter ego, he actually plays bass in the legendary Kui these days. So if you have seen Kui live, which they have been getting around quite a bit, they played on Island Bar, I'm pretty sure, Woodford. Tommy Sexton's been on bass for that. So yeah, like I said, it is absolutely oozing in cheese, but it's also dripping in incredible talent on this track. So, without further ado, kicking off the Pointies top 50 of 2025. This is Tommy Sexton, Champagne on Ice at number 50.
I'll be keeping the champagne on ice.
See?
Keeping my powder dry.
Sexy.
I'll be keeping the champagne on
But how's that bass line, man?
powder dry. I'll be keeping the champagne on ice.
Number 49.
Right, number 49. sticking with that basically Sunshine Coast theme, these guys are no strangers to the Pointies. They've featured a few times. I've followed them for quite some time, and I've enjoyed watching their growth and their evolution. Have offered mentoring advice in the past, and they're taken on board, and look at them go. I'm talking about the little indie punks in Chamberlain. Yeah, boys. Now, they dropped a few singles in 2025, and I think they've got an EP or an album coming this year, because that's what all these other singles are alluding to. So, I decided to go with High School Friends at number 49. I've got my notes here. So, I think this one's just... it's just a pure belter of them. They're going away from the indie sort of element, or they're embracing more the sort of the Australian punk sort of side, which is very cool. Doing it their own way, and yeah, if you've never seen Chamberlain live or heard them before, and you like that kind of music, you need to go and follow them right now. Number 49, Chamberlain, High School Friends.
Number 48.
Right. Number 48. Number 48. We're straight into some heavy stuff. I don't think I had as much heavy stuff in last year's The Pointies. I think it was only like minimal, 1 or 2 songs. Adelaide has been pumping out... I'm pretty sure these guys are Adelaide. Yeah, Adelaide. Adelaide's been pumping out some epic music in 2025. And... I have to say, there is a few in this top 50 that are from the South Australian city. So, yeah. Number 48, the first heavy track of the Pointies in 2025. It's got to go to Heartline. These guys are nuts. I saw them live supporting 311, which was... I couldn't fathom that. It was random pairing and very, very cool too, because 311's not as heavy as what these guys tend to get. I'm going with Dead Batteries. Sick track. It's got that sort of synthy EDM touch to it, which is I love that. I always like it when the heavy elements sort of blend all that sort of electro in small amounts or massive amounts. I don't care. I just like it. This one gets the adrenaline pumping, and it's got super fat grooves. Particularly, there's little breakdown sections which just is ridiculous. And watch the film clip for it; it's pretty sick too. And this one also has guest vocals from Josh O'Donnell from Banks Arcade, which were killing it last year too. Anyway, let's get some heavy stuff happening. This is number 48, Heartline, Dead Batteries. I love it. Dead Batteries.
Number 47.
Number 47. This is a really eclectic choice, but these guys are absolutely killing it too. Didn't realize how big they actually are, but they've played massive festivals. They've done overseas tours, and they're like this really weird eclectic supergroup thing that is based in Melbourne. Though there is an actual ex-Sunny Coaster on that lot. I am talking about Cousin Tony's brand new Firebird. Now, they are eclectic as they dropped the album, was it Rosewater Crocodile? Let me check my notes. Yeah, Rosewater Crocodile. And it's a very immersive album. You need to sit back and just go, drift away, because it's out there and very cool. I don't know if these guys have played Woodford, but they would absolutely kill it. If they haven't played Woodford, they would absolutely nail it. Pretty sure they would. Surely they would have had to have played Woodford by now. So I have chosen, because I dropped that Rosewater Crocodile album and I reviewed it, I'm pretty sure. Or Friday New Music Dump. Anyway, Sky. It's I not sure exactly why it absolutely grabs me, but I think it's that sky hook. I mean, it's like sky kind of thing. I'll play it, right? Number 47. Cousin Tony's brand new Firebird. Sky. That. Okay. But sort of jazzy. Yeah. Bow, bow, bow. It's just cool.
Number 46.
Shit, we're only into number 46 and I'm already feeling exhausted. Okay. Number 46. Now, I don't really get into that much sort of like old hip hop sort of stuff. It just doesn't. I just don't. Yeah, I do get it. It just doesn't do anything most of the time for me. Some shit's cool to me. There's a lot. I know it has a massive fan base and that. But yeah, some stuff it's got to really like just in there for me, and this artist did. So, Young Soho. I think I discovered Young Soho. It was either TikTok or Instagram on those. Pretty sure. Anyway, she's dropped an EP last year, and I just like how kind of brazen and eclectic she is with it. And this one here's got a really crunchy snare that just I think that's why I chose it. It's just that you'll hear it. It's a real crunchy sort of thing. And she adds this element of auto-tune to her vocals, and I think it's just clever. So yeah, I went with the song Pristine from Young Soho and number 46. There's that snare. It's cool. That is cool.
Number 45.
Where we at? Number 45. Number 45. Disclaimer, I play with this band, but I don't play on this track. So there you go. So, no. I love these dudes. Wholeheartedly love these guys. Brisbane band, The Urban Sea. Have enjoyed playing with them. They dropped a whole EP in Sunsets and Silhouettes, and they were drip feeding tracks over the last few years. But it was the very, very last single that they dropped that has always done something to me, like emotionally. It's one of those goosebump moments that I always search for, and I have that at a certain part of the song. Even when I'm playing it live with them, I still get it. And the songwriting partnership between Shane and Chris is just they've got a bit of a McCartney Lennon thing going on there, because they're very clever, like working out the song structures and the lyrics, and they're very good at listening to each other. This song is about mateship, being there for your mates. Particularly, this particular song's about being there for a mate. If you want to know more about it, you basically have to ask them. I know it means a lot to them. So yeah. Lyrically it just grabs me, and hopefully it grabs you. So if you like this kind of stuff, it's kind of like soul fused indie, and a bit of rock involved in there too. So this is Hold On To Me. Hold On To Me by The Open Sea, number 45. Solo.
Number 44.
Number 44. Here we go. Disclaimer. I'm playing this song because this song is me. And I can put it in here if I want to, because I'm damn proud of this thing. I started a solo project in 2025. I'd been cooking on it for about a year before that, but this is all the stuff that I don't get to do in the other bands. I just get to compile it and all these sorts come out. And this is the first time I have done vocals, like lead vocals. And for those that have basically had to come out of the shell and take on lead vocal role, I know that feeling now. Never had to do it. And yeah, features me playing the guitar solo for the first time ever too. I dropped 3 singles in 2025, and I went with the second one, Stumble, which was probably the best performing one anyway. I'm very proud of this song, so I know people are just going, oh, this is rigged, you put it in there. I can do whatever I want. Stop me. But seriously, I actually am very proud of this song. So I go into sort of like a alt poppy kind of realm here with this one. The song's about ADHD and dealing with the woes of balancing work life and the creativity, and also dealing with like rejection sensitivity, dysphoria, and all that sort of stuff. If you haven't checked out Volpes Argentias, my project before, then now's your chance. Anyway, at number 44, Volpes Argentias, Stumble. Nah, it's just a brain freeze.
Paranoid screaming, can't stop that feeling. Stop the negativity. Big thoughts, big feeling like a crumbling. Yep, I'm stumbling. Better get up now. It looks like I'm tumbling. Those bad vibes, they got me mumbling. Those streets, damn man, that's humbling. Oh wait, look, there's one. Got some counts up. Thanks, mum.
Number 43.
Chewing through 'em. Number 43. Another heavy song. So yeah, that's two heavy songs already. 2 heavy songs already. Take that. Last year's the Pointies. What have we got? Bloody Adelaide again. They just knew what was happening in 2025. So yeah. Lumens. The melding of like progressive and slightly gentish and metalcore, and this melodic sort of singing that comes with it, plus the kind of stuff that comes out. I can't do it, but yeah, you know what I mean. I loved listening to their stuff last year. Fantastic act. It was their self-titled EP that they dropped. And this song is huge. The guitar riff in this is sinister as fuck. So yeah, the song is called Primrose. Primrose. So at number 43, and this is the Pointies of 2025. Pretty sure 43. Yep. Lumens. Primrose. Yes. How's that?
Number 42.
Number 42. These guys have had an absolutely huge, I think 24 months would have to be pretty apt at narrowing it down. Midriff, Brisbane band. Coastal indie is the only way I'll describe it. It's cruisy, but so much talent in this band, but you got to peel back all the layers, and you just go, holy crap, that how it all sits, it's just nuts. So smooth. They've been just blowing minds. They've been getting some epic like tours as well, supports as well as festival slots. These guys are going to keep on getting better. Mark my words, you'll see. They dropped their EP. I have to check my notes here. It says Lemon Line and Tan Lines, I think. So yeah, huge smooth indie tones, awesome vocals at the front. And I went with I'm pretty sure it was the last single that they dropped off that EP. Yeah, Midriff can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, at number, 41? 42, sorry. Midriff with Falling the Wrong Kind of Way.
Number 41.
Number 41, the last one on the first of the 10s. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean. Again, these guys, I've been a big fan of them for ages. Top blokes. They've been absolutely slaying it. And they got a number 1 ARIA album in 2025. Well done, Pierce Brothers. Jack and Pat, absolute legends. And they dropped some amazing songs last year, like as in singles, as well as the album itself. And I have to give it to basically Losing Friends When You're Older at number 41. This one's pretty relevant to me. Well, all us types that are in our 40s, and I'm on the other sides of that. And when you start seeing your circle of friends getting sort of like smaller, but that's okay. And that's what the song's about. Just embracing that. It's okay. It's okay to be lonely. No, it's okay that you choose and have a nice select group of friends. And yeah, I love this song. Number 41, Losing Friends When You're Older, Pierce Brothers.
You can tell yourself it's over.
Number 40.
Okay, number 40. This guy has been killing it too. I believe he's going on tour soon as well. I think I got the press release earlier this week. Joe Mungavan, former podcast guest as well, for that matter, and lovely dude, very intelligent. Conversations that we did have are very fun, and he's very funny. And I love his sort of like the really energetic dance rock indie sort of stuff that he's been pushing out. And the song I went with, pardon me, is Know It All. So cracking into the 40s now, like the last of the 40s. Number 40, Joe Mungavan. It's kind of reminds me of like Phoenix and the Strokes mashed together, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Clever lyricism, and yeah, he gets stuck in your head pretty easily. So yeah, if you like this one, check out Joe Mungavan's work. This is Know It All at number 40. It's cool.
Number 39.
Number 39. This is the first one of the the rootsy sort of tracks that are appearing in this year's top 50. And there's a few. Not going to shy away from that. Saw these guys live. It was either last year or the year before. I don't know. It was my birthday and I was very drunk. But I do remember seeing them and having conversations with them, and they were very, very cool. And, well, look at that. Another Adelaide band. What is happening in South Australia? Something cool. Dojo Rise. They had a killer year. Dropped some killer tracks. This one in particular is so fun. Added some horns to spice it up. And yeah, Run Baby Run. Just cool roots reggae sort of song. And there was 3 songs in this year's Pointies that actually featured sirens. And this is one of them. Run Baby Run. Dojo Rise at number 39. So good.
Number 38.
Number 38. This one leans so ridiculously hard on nostalgia of the late 90s, early 2000s in Australian alt power pop kind of scene. It makes me think of The Secret Life of Us, if anyone remembers that that drama, which was really cool. Claudia Kavan and other people. I can't remember their names. It was a good series, that's all I remember. Melbourne group. These guys have been around since the early to mid 90s, and they sort of disbanded, and then they came back around, and they pulled out this album that was basically based off of these demo tracks that they had lying around, and they said, let's swing back around to it. Not the exact same lineup, a slight change. The album was called 8 Second Empire, but this single, Ruby Shoes, it's so hooky and really cool. Just as power pop, and it's just sing along sort of stuff. Easy as Alchatomic. Very, very cool. If you dig that sort of stuff, man, go check out Alchatomic, because I thought the song was cool. Very. At number 38. I believe my cat disagrees. I think maybe you want something else. I don't know. Do you agree, Edward? Okay. Number 38. Ruby Shoes. Bass line's cool too. Yeah.
Number 37.
Number 37. We're back to some Sunny Coast artists. Pardon me. Pretty sure I've had these guys in the Pointies top 50 before. Have been paying attention to their musical evolution and have had quite a few chats with them. And just really, I know deep down, because the stuff they started off doing was very cock rocky, but there was a lot of sort of Van Halen meets Chili Peppers kind of stuff happening there. It was cool. It was fresh but nostalgic at the same time. However, they've always sort of said to me on the slide that they've got a soft spot for bands like Melodicy, the Butterfly Effect, and all that. Okay. So that you're going more into the heavier, old, and progressive sort of stuff. And lo and behold, they dropped an EP, Content with Content. And that's where they were heading. And I'm all for it. Catching Salmon. The song is called Awake, and I dug this track. So, yeah, you need to wrap your head around this one. Number 37, Awake by Catching Salmon. Yeah, it's that riffing there. So cool. Epic.
Number 36.
36. Now, I've been a fan of this artist since 2022. I reviewed an EP and a few of his singles. He has featured in the Pointies before. Former podcast guest as well on the Point. I've always loved his mix of sort of alt folk and really lush cinematic sounds. So it's alt folk, but it's so deep. A lot of bass in the production. It's a lot of synthy sort of, but bassy synth kind of stuff in there, and it blends really well with how smooth and haunting his voice can get. I'm talking of Seth Cove, brilliant artist, and he only dropped a few singles last year, I think. So hopefully we got some more in the works in 2026. The song is Writing on the Wall, and I don't know why, but his music has this way of relaxing me, and hopefully you find the same thing too. I hope you enjoy this track. Number 36. Seth Cove, Writing on the Wall.
Way that you just gave up.
Number 35.
Number 35. Number 35. Gold Coaster. Yeah. Came across Albie. I can't remember if it was she sent something to me or it was just through socials, but she's dropped a few singles, but it was the very first one that she dropped, called Hold On, Psycho, that I've picked for number 35? Yeah, that's 35. Kind of makes me think of like Billie Eilish in parts, but it's like old pop and then like a old hip hop kind of thing blending in the two, but it's also kind of quirky and has a cuteness to it, but it's quite a dark cuteness, if that makes sense. She has a very interesting backstory. I believe she's a videographer too. If you want to know about her, go follow Albii, Albii, on socials. She has had a pretty interesting journey. Anyway, I believe, ironically, she has a song coming out in February called What Is the Point? Or What's the Point? This is the point. Ha. 35, Albii, Hold On, Psycho. I do like those lyrics.
Number 34.
Number 34, and oh look, another Adelaide act. I've picked him this year. I did tell you, I did warn you there was a lot of Adelaide acts on this list. Not by it, just so happened to be that was the way it turned out. The Tullamarines, these guys have been killing it, and so happy because they're not your typical sort of indie act. They're slightly different to that, and that's why I like them. I think they featured on last year's Pointies, maybe. I believe it was. It was that song about getting a new computer and a job at Google. I can't remember the name of the song, but yeah, go follow the Tullamarines, you'll find it. It was a cool lyric, and I really really dug that one. Anyway, they had a massive hit with Running on Empty, and there is a reason why, because it's catchy. Yeah, Running on Empty. Tullamarines, carefree, giddily optimistic, while being glass half empty. Yeah, that were my notes that I wrote the other night. Hope you like this one. Tullamarines at number 34? Yeah, Running on Empty. So cool.
Number 33.
Number 33. Oh, it feels like I'm starting to get a momentum with this thing. Number 33. This is the first time this artist is actually, these artists, have featured in the Pointies, West Australian based. I'm talking to Mamakin and Spender. Mamakin Spender, if you want to go that way. They dropped their album, was it Promises? Yeah, there you go, got it right. But it was the first single off that grabbed me straight away. Struck me, funnily enough, like an arrow, because the song's called Arrows, and it's it's covering like relationships pulling apart, but I gotta go through my notes here. And yeah, it's the pulling apart and coming together of relationships, and the little stabs when the fabric of love is starting to fray. They were my notes, and I think I took that from the press release. It's heartbreaking but beautiful. It's got that sort of like soul folk from Mamakin, and sort of like the more sort of dirty blues from Dingo Spender, and they combined together into this magic track. So, without further ado, number 33, Mamakin Spender with Arrows.
What
Big song.
Number 32.
Number 32. Back into it with the heavy stuff. This time it's not from Adelaide. It's from Brisbane. Headwreck leading the charge with some new metal. So new metal. The new breed of new metal's like interesting. It's like the second wave or third wave of new metal. I think it is. If you're gonna go with like the way of ska. Really abrasive, but so fun and really schizophrenic. It's hectic as. They dropped an EP last year, and they're doing that. Was it the Attitude Adjustment? I think it was called Attitude Adjustment, and they are doing a massive tour this year. So national tour through February and March, and touching into April. And then they head over to Europe and UK in May. So hopefully they kick ass over there. Headwreck. And number 32 with Fillet of Fish. This song's mental. I love that line.
Number 31.
Oh, okay. Probably my favorite podcast of the year, of last year, was with What's So Not. Such a interesting dude to talk to. Just the life he lives, but everything's just so chill. Most chill dude. Yeah. And he dropped a collab EP with the Dutch artist Bunchen, who's like really sort of specialized in drum and bass. So they've, with this collaboration EP, The Quiet That Hurts, they've combined like What's So Not sort of like glitchiness and the big bass that he does with the drum and bass of like Bunchen, and they've got this really cool thing happening. And the main single off that, Dancing in the Leaves, yes, is what I chose for number 31. Shit, we got through the 30s pretty quick. Yeah. This one also features a very special friend of What's So Not's, Lucy, on guest vocals. And also the only track on this top 50 list to feature ducks. Yes, ducks are used in this, but not in the way you think. You'll figure it out. Number 31, What's So Not with Bunchen and Lucy, Dancing in the Leaves.
Bounce into my stride, and I can't get over you. This was overdue. Dancing in the leaves, I can't believe my life.
There's the ducks.
Number 30.
And number 30, look, we've been championing these guys for 2 years now, since I first come across them. Another Brisbane artist, band, Cancel Grounds. They released a double A side in 2025, championing sort of like the early 2000s sort of like alt rock movement. They do remind me a lot of the Super Jesus, which I'm a big fan of, by the way. Just that's probably why I like these guys too. Very underrated band in Brisbane. If you see them getting around and you're up this way, do see them. They're very good. At number 30, whew, getting through this. I got on the song Won't Run. It's so good. So yeah, Cancel Grounds, number 30, Won't Run. See what I mean by the Super Jesus sort of reference?
Number 29.
And just like that, we're in the 20s. Wow, that's happened pretty quick. Okay, number 29. I was first introduced to this artist last year. Big shout out to Gloria from Network Music for sending this one through to me. Sydney from Melbourne, which is confusing. But yeah, here we are. She's got a debut EP coming out in February this year, I believe. But this single here really grabbed me. What if it ends? It's got a bit of like, what would you say, Gracie Abrams meets Haim. Got it. That kind of vibe to it. So it's indie pop, but it's that it's a catchy hook that she does in the choruses. It's like a it's hopefully I'm playing this part. Anyway, actually this song gets stuck in your head, and it's so smooth and very cleverly done, and I really like it. And that's why it's at number 29. Sydney, what if it ends?
No, I don't wanna have to begin again. I don't know where I go if this is it. I try to hide that it's sinking in. Ooh, what if I don't like that line I've been walking and I can't see where it leads or where it begins? And what if it ends?
Number 28.
Number 28. Disclaimer, I play in this band from time to time. Because they're a cool band. And they have me playing bass. High Tropics. I think I've included a High Tropics song in every Pointies so far. And there is reason for it. Because I freaking love Josh Stewart's songwriting. He's just probably one of my favourite songwriters. It's effortless to him. And he's a freak, but in a good way, right? And one of the coolest dudes you'll meet, and super smart. And this song, Danny, it meant a lot to him. If you're interested in the backstory about what the song is about, contact Josh at High Tropics and get him to talk to it. It's not my place to do it because it's a very personal sort of song. When he asked me to play bass on it, I said, sure, no problem. Anything for this. It is about mateship, but missing someone when they're gone. Basically, I'll sum that up that way. Brilliant song, Danny. Probably one of my favorite High Tropic songs of late. So yeah, at number 28. This bit.
And you didn't have to do it, but you did it anyway. Had your whole life and you
Brilliant,
threw it
but
all
heartbreaking
away.
at the same time.
Heavy's my heart, man. What else can I say? Didn't have to do it, but you threw it all away. Here's an easy song, so the kids can sing along. I wrote it for a friend of mine, but sadly he's passed on.
Cat.
Wrote it for a friend.
Number 27.
27. Okay. Big fan of this artist. I've spoken to him on mighty few occasions and talked stuff about Pantera of all things. You wouldn't expect it when you see what the song or you listen to this song. He fronts one of my favourite sort of roots bands that is in Southeast Queensland, which is Cheap Fakes. I'm talking of Hayden Go Seek. Now, he is easily one of Southeast Queensland's most underrated songwriters. I don't think he gets as much kudos as what he should get, because his songwriting's next level. And he dropped an album last year, and there's a lot of special moments in that album. He has some ridiculously talented musicians playing with him on these albums. Mark Perrick, I'm looking at you on bass, man. You are incredible. I went with the song I'm Right Here. He's gone a little bit sort of alt country on this, and I think it's the only song on this list that has a slide guitar solo. So yeah, it's such a cool tune, and the whole album's just so great. So if you like this kind of stuff, then you do need to go check out Hayden Go Seek's album. So yeah, follow it from there. I'm Right Here at number 27.
You offered me something I wanted to feel. Said I'm ready at 8. Oh, I'm right here.
Number 26.
Number 26, Sunny Coast artist, I think. Pretty sure. Came out of nowhere. Well, to me, she came out of nowhere and just dropped a couple singles this year. Got a big sound showcase, as you do. And just like, what, how, where? Where'd you come from? Cora. The song is Boycott. And it's giving like some Olivia Rodrigo meets like, I'm going to sound like older here, but Rogue Traders. It does to me anyway. It has that sort of like pop, but with the punkish element. And it's like this really bitey pop. Very sassy, very cool, very sort of like, well, with the Olivia Rodrigo kind of sounds like very now kind of thing. I guess you could chuck in sort of like Paramore in there a little bit, but not quite. It's yeah, you'll see. It's a cool song, and that's why it's at number 26. Cora, Boycott. Like, boy, with the brackets, cot. You got it.
Boycott, no shot, honey, get your hands off. Boycott, just stop, baby, pull your pants up. Boycott, no shot, honey, get your hands off. Boycott, just stop, baby, pull your pants up. Written on the wall, it's
There it
you
is.
on me and I've been here before. So stop projecting, read it, you call. Not by the phone, so leave a message at the tone. You're so boring,
Get it.
I keep this so
Number 25.
At the halfway point. Finally. Oh, this is going to be fun to edit. Number 25. Here's something I wouldn't say in the Pointies normally. This is something that Dolly Parton would be proud of. And I'm not kidding either. Molly Millington. I have reviewed and featured Molly's stuff a few times in the past year. And I love this whole sort of direction she's gone in with this sort of like sweet femme fatale country sort of stuff. Yeah, I just dig it. I think it's cool and it's very well done. I went with the song Your Villain. It's so simple, but almost like kind of like heartbreaking, but in a dangerous kind of way, if that makes sense. Anyway, number 25, Your Villain by Molly Millington. See what I mean?
Jesus, high in the basement, say you're medicated. Best part of you was me by your side. You'll get your daddy's money when he dies. I'll be your villain in your made-up fantasy. You're tearing out the pages where you wrote that you love me.
What a cool voice, man.
You're burning all the witches. You're setting me alight. Just another tale as old as time.
Number 24.
Don't think you guys realize how exhausting this whole thing is. So we're like, without edits and stuff, I'm currently at just under 1.5 hours of doing this. Whew. All right, but we're on the home stretch. Number 24. Number 24 is a Western Australian band. And Western Australia really produces some interesting sort of like indie stuff. And this one, they remind me of Ballpark Music a bit. And I think you'll probably hear it when I play the track. It's Ghost Care, 3-piece from Perth. And I dare you to get this melody, the guitar melody, out of your head. It's sort of ones that just drills in there and you're stuck and you're humming it for ages. They dropped the EP O Positive last year, and like I said, there's Ballpark Music poking through this, but they're doing their own spin on it. It's just like this real dancey, fun indie pop. Waiting by the Phone. It's a cool track at number 24. Ghost Care.
It's up to you. I'd still be stuck in your fantasy. You just wasted all my precious time. And if it's alright with you, I finally like to tell the truth. You just wasted all my precious time.
Cool song.
Number 23.
Number 23. My favorite number is 23. Another artist I've championed since I first discovered him a few years back. Brisbane artist. she's the future of this kind of music, I think, if she keeps going the way she's going. Felony. Layla. Hey, Layla. Felony's just... She dropped an EP last year, and it's so cleverly produced. And it's kind of like that, the vibe of the 1975, but there's a lot of nostalgia that's thrown in as well, like a bit of like that, was it post new wave kind of vibe. She's just got this je ne sais quoi about her, and very, very rock, but without being bratish, I think would be the way to do it. I don't know, man. How does work here? Felony, and the song is Tongue. And number 23, catchy as the yeah, I'm bad at that, but she does better than me. Here we go. So many layers in this, is so cool. So clever.
Number 22.
Number 22. You know, if they were giving out points for consistency, if I was giving out points for consistency, why don't I give out points for... I don't know. I should. That's why he's at number 22. Drew Wilson. The man is crazy. Like, he pumps out so much stuff, and it's all high caliber guitar pop. But he flirted with a few other sort of genres in the last 12 months and woven them into his stuff. And it's kind of cool. I really liked it. So I had a few to choose from of Drew's stuff that he dropped. But I went with I Think It's Time You Go. A bit of old country snuck in there. I don't think this is the one that has banjo. He did put banjo in one of his songs. I don't think this is the one. But yeah. I just think it's just this... It's very FM radio friendly, so that's how clever it is. That's why that's why I appreciate him. Plus, he's a cool dude, very humble and good for a chat. Yeah. So number 22, Drew Wilson. I Think It's Time You Go.
See this coming, not after everything you've done.
Yeah, there's no banjo. What is that?
Mandolin? I packed up all our memories. I get so good at letting go. I told my heart to beat again. Why get back to you even though I'm not the one that's lost this time? You had your chance and crossed that line. Wherever you're
This is clever. Well,
it's gone like you. It's left me.
Number 21.
former number ones in this one. Yeah, I'm talking of Juno. You know Juno? You know Juno? I know Juno because I chatted to them a few times. They're on the podcast. So you should go watch that episode because it was a fun one. Anyway, they had a big year. Toured overseas. Got some massive supports. Did their own tours. And dropped an EP called Pity Party. Of which the title track is number 21. I've picked Pity Party. You try saying that 5 times fast. Pity Party, Pity Party, Pity Party, Pity Party, Pity Party. Yeah, can't do it. Anyway, I've always been a fan of their stuff, and I've been watching their evolutions. Really cool, and the progress they've been making, and their production techniques always changing. And yeah, I like them, and I like this song. That's why it's at number 21. Juno, Pity Party.
I wish I could be happy for you, but I'm watching you lie, making me cry. Tell me why? Because I can lie, I can know when you're high, I can know when you're high.
You got it.
Number 20.
Rounding out the 20s. Number 20. Another Brisbane act. Another band I've seen multiple times, friends with, and have loved watching their evolution. And to be honest with you, whenever I hear these guys play, they make me miss playing reggae music a lot. Because, I miss it. I do. Krelpa Reach, they had a freaking massive year too. But it's their song, The Conversation, that I've picked for number 20. They like taking some hints of the Kiwi reggae, and particularly in the guitar tone too, if you pay attention. It's kind of SoCal at the same time, which Kiwi reggae sort of borrows from too. But yeah, definitely that sort of South Island Kiwi reggae, sort of like Black Seeds and Catch a Fire and come creeping through. It's just a massive song. And I like this. I like the guys. And yeah, number 20, The Conversation, Krelpa Reach. If you do get to see him this year touring around the country, which I'm pretty sure they will be. I know they've got shows in Brisbane coming up. Go see them. You won't be disappointed. Very cool band.
Blinded, you can't see what they're keeping up from you. Reminded internally, burning down so deep. You're blinded, you can't
See what I mean by the guitar tone?
what they're keeping up from you. Reminded internally,
Very cool.
burning down so deep. Tell yourself a story now, a testament to slowing down. That's all it's needed now.
That's what it's about.
Number 19.
Number 19. Yes, in the teens now. Wow, this one. Okay, if anyone had teen girl films music video using neighbor's Ring camera and blows up on social media on their bingo card for 2025, let me know, because I didn't. I'm talking about Maple's Pet Dinosaur. The obvious choice would be to go for Lego, but I'm not obvious, and I'm not doing that. No. So take that. Lego was great. It went nuts. But I liked Chorus, the second single. Mainly because it felt like a step up in production for her. And it also reminds me of like a weird mix-up between Big Picture Lies' Sunk Lotto and Reflector era Killing Heidi just come together and for this kick-ass song. Maple's what, 15? 14? 15? And already played Soundwave. Already played Woodford Folk Festival. What the... And from Newcastle. Oh, who does that sound like at that age? Yeah, starts with S and ends in Ilverchair. Which apparently her dad's a massive fan of, if I do my research correctly. Anyway, cool kid too. Had a quick chat with Maple online and basically said how much I love the song and she should check out Guano Apes because it makes me think of Guano Apes, if you remember that band from the late 90s. German band. Anyway, I digress. Number 19, Maple's Pet Dinosaur, Chorus. Pretty interesting film clip too. Oh, and also, second song in the top 50 Pointies to have a siren in it. There you go, fact. See that Sunk Lotto Killing Heidi thing? Yep.
Number 18.
18. Yeah, this is the stage of the top 50s where I start to lose my mind. Anyway, I had to listen to... Well, I didn't have to, but I listened to this artist's full EP and reviewed it. And it's one of those EPs where you sort of just feel like you've woken up in a different era. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt different after listening to it, and in a good way. Let's put it that way. And, oh, hang on a second. What is this? Pretty sure she's another Adelaide artist. Not 100% on that, but I think she is. Anyway, My Cherie. Yeah, and she's doing some crazy supports at the moment too. Anyway, the EP is fantastic. she's very eclectic, has an incredible voice, goes from pop into sort of like avant-garde stuff, and the EP closer was a track called Box of Pencils, because as you do, and it's a beautiful track. It's one of those goosebumps ones. It's one of those, particularly the last section of it, which I'm not going to play. The last section of it, and the way her voice is, and it feels like it's on the verge of breaking, but it's just so vulnerable, and it's just gorgeous. I think it's the first time I've used that word in the Pointies. Gorgeous, because it is. This is my Cherie, Box of Pencils, at number 18. That shit makes you emotional, man.
Number 17.
Number 17. Former podcast guest. Twice, actually. She's been it twice. Once during the dreaded C word, and the other one just recently. Leading the charge of the next generation of New Soul, without a doubt, is Emery. And also an absolutely masterful and kick-ass producer. She's actually got quite a few proteges, and one or two may feature in this year's Pointies as well. She dropped a few singles in 2025, and Spring Cleaning is super sassy, and I dug it. And that's what's at number 17. It does have her trademark sort of like the whistle notes and whatnot that she does, but yeah, I think it was more to do with the feeling and the lyricism in this song more than anything. And go back if you can find the Pointies, if you find the Point podcast that Emery's on, she talks about that. And there was another song we talk about too, that of hers, and yeah, it's sassy. I like it. And I like Emery because she's kick-ass. Number 17, Spring Cleaning.
Skin that you want, you don't look good on me. Now you're dancing me. Break me down until I found somewhere you'll never be. She's coming back to me. I don't care where you're at, spring cleaning. Take you out with the trash, spring cleaning. Just stand in line with your brand, spring cleaning. Fire breathing, spring cleaning. I don't care where you're at.
Number 16.
Number 16. This one came to me through PR, and I'm so grateful it did. Chuck 6. Where did you come from? Where have you been? Please. Self-produced, and the stuff it sounds a lot older than what it actually is, if that makes sense. It's very sort of indie psychedelia, but with pop. So it does make me think of later Beatles a lot. And I'm a massive Beatles fan, so that's tick on the box there. It's just catchy, and just I don't know how much more it's Sydney artist, and maybe there's something in the water there too. I don't know, man. I just really like this song. I've been thinking this song should be at 16? Yeah, it should be. Chuck 6. I've been thinking. Dig it. Even that drum fill, man. And that bass line, without doubt.
Number 15.
Number 15. Back to WA stuff. These guys are flying the flags for sort of like emo alt rock revival, and they've got some good mentors over in the WA with Gyroscope and Jebediah. Sly Withers, they've been killing it too. Holy crap! And massive tour this year. Sent Ross founding photos to capture one of the sets live. I think it was a Soul Bar one. I think it was. I don't know. It's on the gallery on the Point website. Anyway, Make My Mind Up is a dope song. Very, very cool. I want to go to my notes on this one because I'm starting to go off track here. Yeah, they go big, catchy, awesome dynamics, and it's the Sly blooper. There is a little F-bomb, and you got to listen carefully. If it's on your phone, you might hear it, but headphones, you'll definitely hear it. It's just after like a bridge section, and it just kicks in with this, and then straight in. That's the little cherry on top. That's the kind of stuff I look for. That's so cool. Make My Mind Up is catchy as though. Great song. Sly Withers at number 15.
I just can't make my mind up. It happens all the
Tambourine.
time, but for now I'm trying not to fall face down. When I'm coming around in bad weather, watch me get better.
Number 14.
Number 14. Oh, we're getting so close towards the end now. We're getting to the point where I'm starting to ramble a lot too. Anyway, this artist was in the top 10 last year. And I think she's featured in previous years too. Anyway, just to confuse more, it's another Sydney from Melbourne. But this one's Sydney Miller. I've been a fan of Sydney Miller stuff. Particularly her production, because she basically takes everyday items and uses them in percussive ways, and it all ties in with the theme of the song too. So she had a song, something about the door, and obviously she was using a door as percussive, like knocking on it, and it's cool. The song Chains, she had used chains. This particular one, pretty sure there's kitchen utensils being used, because that's the whole theme of the song. It's like reading off a menu kind of thing. Listen to the lyrics. I went with the song I don't want to know, because it's dope. And this just snuck in because she dropped this at the end of last year, and I think it was the only single she dropped in 2025. She had a quiet year, but I know for a fact this year she's going to get things rolling again. So yeah, gigging and EP coming out and everything. So kudos, Sydney Miller. Welcome back. Yeah, number 14, Sydney Miller. I Don't Wanna Know. I think it's called that. Yeah.
Shut my mouth, don't wanna know about
Kick is
what you've been
nuts.
doing when I'm not around. Go ahead and say it now. I'll let my brains out before you get me
Passive.
find out. But I wanna know. 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 I wanna find out. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I
So
wanna
cool.
know.
Number 13.
Number 13, lucky for some, lucky for this one. Look, seriously, whatever's in the water in Adelaide, can the rest of the states have some in 2026, please? Because we've got another Adelaide artist that's absolutely just kicking goals and taking names and, yeah, doing things. Puree. They're touring, or they have toured. I can't remember now. Yeah. Anyway, festival slots, support slots, tours, and an EP that was super slick and catchy and just fun, and a little emo-ish in parts. But this particular song, Someone You'd Like, is something you'd like, I'd hope. Dancey rock. Yeah, that's all I've got for this one, because the Whatever Happens Now EP, if you dig this sort of stuff here, go listen to the Whatever Happens Now EP. Yeah, Puree, Someone You'd Like. I've got no more words for it because it's just a fucking cool song. Simple.
Sick too. I met someone tonight. They said, "Do you deny?"
Number 12.
Number 12. There were some really impressive debuts this year. Really strong ones. And this one in particular really stood out. And kind of linked to Emery, but in like a 6 degrees of separation kind of way. Anyway, Annabelle Grace dropped 3 singles last year. They all have like little elements of country sort of sprinkled in, but that sort of songwriter country coming in. But her debut, Porcelain Face, made me think of Mazzy Star. And a little bit of Beatles, again, tick, coming through, but definitely Mazzy Star. Definitely. So really haunting. It just grabbed us when we first heard it, and it wouldn't let go. I tried, and I couldn't let it go. It just wouldn't let go of me because I kept playing it, and it got stuck in my head. Anyway, I'm rambling. Number 12, Porcelain Face, Annabelle Grace. Oh, that rhymes! Well, I've never really picked up on that, but Porcelain Face, Annabelle Grace. Number 12, here we go. Can you hear the Mazzy Star influence? Yes, you can. It's the bass line that makes me think of the Beatles. Very McCartney-ish. Solid.
Number 11.
Number 11, Legs 11. Here we go. I love it when bands unafraid to be themselves and be just a little bit freaky. A little bit weird. I like it. Divers are one of such bands. And it's basic. Okay, I'm going to read off my notes here. This is what I wrote late at night. In a world where we're often encouraged to fit in, it is bands like Divers that come through that remind us that we don't have to. That's pretty clever of me. But Divers are great. Yeah, the single "The Great Tree." It's so warped but also there's an undeniable groove to it. It makes me think of Ween. Ween, definitely, all the way through this. There's the tape warble thing of it. It's just everything about it. It's just got this element to it. Very cool. The Great Tree. If you feel the need to let the weird out, crank this one. Simple as that. Number 11, Divers, The Great Tree.
How did you know great trees have memory? If they ever feel pressure on the great leaves, they send a text message to a lot of other trees. Playing every other tree on WhatsApp,
Weird tape effects, cool.
Number 10.
Right. Top 10. So I'm only like freaking 2 hours into doing this stuff. But yeah, we made it to the top 10. Okay, let's do this. Number 10. What have I got to say about this band? Well, they're not really a band per se. It's like one main person and collaborators that come together and they put a hell of a party on every time they're around. I'm talking about Raw Audio. Sunny Coasters, party starters, and continuers, and one of the last podcast guests of last year. Episode 100, funnily enough. I can't think of a better way to break in the top 10 and get the party started than these guys. Seriously. It's such a banger. I hate using that term a lot of the time, but it is. You Can't Bring Me Down. It's just a killer track, and nothing can bring me down when you listen to this track. So this is why it's at number 10. Raw Audio, You Can't Bring Me Down, which features the lovely Katie from Double A doing vocals. Here we go. Boom. This sounds massive on a big system, man.
Number 9.
Number 9. Number 9. Another former podcast guest, and she was an absolute delight to talk to. And funny too. Neve. N-E-A-V. Neve. Which is not how you spell Neve, but she's doing it phonetically so people can actually pronounce her name. Clever. We've featured her a few times, but this one came out late last year, and it's so ridiculously Mark Ronson-ish and so good, and Neve decides to go full Bond theme on this one. It's very sort of Mark Ronson doing a Bond theme with a female vocalist, and Neve happens to be it. Full of Yourself. Yeah, it's pretty kind of dark and narky kind of like song, but it's just so damn like, it feels like you're gonna be. It makes me want to drink a dirty martini. Yeah, once you listen to this, you just go, yeah, I got it. Yeah, Bond thing. Dung 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 dung. Yeah. Very cool song. Number 9. I can't think of a better way. Number 9. Neve. Full of Yourself. Neve's not full of herself. She's actually very lovely. But yeah, Full of Yourself. There's a song. Bond
So full of yourself, nobody else. Push the pain down, push the pain down, push the pain down till you get away.
Such a cool track.
Number 8.
Number 8. Oh, look, another heavy track. Told you there was some heavy tracks in this one. This is not really heavy, but heavy alt rock kind of thing. These guys are absolute legends. They have featured a few times in the Pointies. I think this is the 3rd time, or maybe the 2nd. I know they were in last year's, and in the top 10 with that one too. I am talking about Mammal. This time around, though, the Oxman has recruited John Stockman from Carnival, the bassist extraordinaire, to come in and play bass on this one. And I was like, so yeah, that had me won over, because I'm a massive Carnival fan, as well as being a massive Mammal fan. Zane on drums is just a powerhouse as normal. Yeah, there's nothing new there, because he's just an insane drummer. And yeah, and who they got on guitar now? Anyway, I can't remember his name, and I'm so sorry, dude. It goes full Tom Morello on guitar, and it's nuts. And I just not something that I expected from Mammal. I mean, yeah, I know the fans, they have comparisons to Rage Against the Machine, so what am I talking about? But if there's any time in the world environment, politically speaking, for a band like a Rage Against the Machine type band, it's Mammal to do what they do. Particularly with the Oxman, not afraid to say what he's thinking. And I think it's time that we all get our special thinking helmets on. If you're a Mammal fan, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And listen to the song After Party, which they sneakily dropped last year, towards the end of last year, and it's a banger. I use that term again. It's a kick-ass track. It is. It's seriously. After Party. It's got like elements of thrash into it, and then there's Rage Against the Machine groove that comes in. Yeah, dig it. Mammal, number 8. After Party. Let's do it.
High stakes, raise heart rates, hard tell for the faint of hearted. Extract the digitals, flesh becomes our weapon. No fate but the one we make. Hard tell for the faint of hearted. No way your tolerance for hate. Lest we come undone.
See what I mean?
We will not come undone.
Kick-ass track.
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay, so when I first heard this song, it actually had my mouth just go. If you're a fan of Tonight Alive, you know who Jenna McDougall is. And Tonight Alive played Soundwave just recently as well, which is very cool. Come back. Yes. Anyway, Jenna McDougall has her own project called Heaven She. And I got sent the song Floor Bed, and I was just... It's so cool. It has Jenna's like typical, like it's not typical, it's very special of Jenna, but her style coming through here. But it's moving away from the Tonight Alive sound, a bit more sort of like alt rocky kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very, very catchy. And yeah, it is the third song in this list to feature a bloody siren in the background. It's towards the end of the song. Do check out Floorbed and Heaven She's stuff. Jenna's an amazing artist. So yeah, this was number 7. This is one of those ones that just I listen to and repeat for quite a bit. That's why I like it. It's good. Yes.
What should I do? We're lying around. But she got the something. I guess you can say it's so regular something. But I'm on the highest cloud. Yeah.
Great song.
Number 6.
Number 6. Here we go. So I know these guys personally. Lead singer Mick is a former podcast guest. Way back. I've shared stages with these guys before. I've done festivals with them. Not in the actual band, with the band I was in at the time. I've shared with. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Sunny Coast Rude Boys. That's just the relentless gigging machine that the Sunny Coast Rude Boys are. Somehow find time to go record tracks too, not just covers, because they've been doing some really interesting ska covers of Australian classics, like Dumb Things, for example, but also their own stuff. And they have collaborated with other songwriters to make these ones here. But I have chosen the track Sunshiny Day because it's a very good track. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to my notes here. It has a very UB40-ish kind of vibe, which I'm pretty sure Mick will tell you that he's actually a big fan of UB40. It's just really, really breezy reggae, more reggae than ska, and it kind of sums up like a nice day on the Sunshine Coast. One of those carefree days when it's not either too hot or stormy or full of crowds. Anyway, Sunny Coast Rude Boys with Sunshiny Day coming in at number 6. It loses points because of the AI video. That's just it's tied to this song. If you look at the video grab thing on Spotify and that, yeah, you'll see it. It's don't do that again, Mick. It's ridiculous. He knows it too. Dolphins in the sky while he's walking. Man, come on. Number 6, Sunny Coast Rude Boys, Sunshiny Day.
Up above me, it's a sunshiny day. Nothing but blue skies up above me. It's a sunshiny day. Sunshiny day. Whoa, sunshiny day. Oh yeah, sunshiny day.
Catchy, huh?
Number 5.
This is it in the top 5s now. Top 5 territory. Ooh, this was hard. But I shall now bow down to our new disco rock queen overlords, Dizzy Days. You are at number 5, and this year's the Pointies. What can I say about these guys? I've seen them live too, so that's another one tick off the list there because they're super entertaining live. The rhythm section of Bridget and Michaela is next level. That's some seriously tight work from those two. Anyway, this song, It's Me, It's Not You, super sultry. and super disco, like ridiculously. Yeah, I reckon someone needs to go and do a full EDM remix of it. I mean, this is already club worthy, this one, but it needs like a real, like a weird house mix of it. It'd be sick. Anyone up for that? Hit them up and get the stems. I reckon it'd be cool. So kudos to producers Aiden Hogg, G Flip. Really cool. And in future, because I'm pretty sure that'd be the reason for that. Anyway, that's a track. Had a huge year. Topped it all off with a performance at Woodford Folk Festival, as you do. All deserving of number 5. Praise the disco rock queens, Dizzy Days. It's me, it's not you.
Number 4.
Number 4. The ladies are actually owning the top 10. Yeah, and rightly so. They've all been pulling out really wicked tracks this year. Number 4 goes to my final podcast guest of the year, Quarter Short. She sent me through the track "It Keeps," which is my number 4. Sort of like what, September, October-ish last year, and I was just like, this is, where have you been? Where have you been hiding? Like, all of a sudden, the production is insane, and it's unusual, but it's still very catchy and grabs your attention. Kind of has that sort of like Tori Amos, Fiona Apple kind of vibe. So there's a level of darkness there, a little bit of pain, but also at the same time there's just a bit of vulnerability, and it's really cleverly done. Quarter Short, It Keeps. It's probably one of my favorite debuts of this year, and there's been a few. Amazing artists, very down to earth, very cool. Go check out the podcast, the last one, episode 101. Yeah, and dig the song, and then go listen to Quarter Short's EP after this if you like this one too. Number 4. Here we go. You can feel that. I love this part.
Number 3.
Top 3 songs. Top 3 songs of 2025, and it wasn't an easy feat, but they all have their certain thing that grabbed me, like in particular, and had multiple listens. And one such artist is Maya, M-E-I-I-A. I always screw it up, and I know I got corrected in the podcast with Emery, and I've had multiple chats with this artist too, Maya. I think it's Maya. Come on. I'm sorry. Anyway, her debut, I think it was a debut, was produced by Emery. Told ya. Boys Like You. Now, another one of the new soul sort of wave that's coming through now. So the next gen. These are most of it is female led, and they're all kicking ass. But like this song, it was the thick production from Emery, and then also the guidance and the songwriting that comes through, and it's the vocals in it. The chorus itself, it just feels like a shower. It just feels like it trickles down all over you. I know that sounds really weird, but when you hear it go, oh, I get that now. because it's got the it just feels like that. It just, if you're having a crappy kind of day and then you stick the song on, headphones on, and sit in the dark and you just feel go, huh, or not, but it might work for you. Anyway, Boys Like You at number 3. Here we go.
Could keep it dreaming, maybe you never know. Oh, this could be the moment that I finally let you go.
Melt. It's so cool.
I let you go.
And again.
You could leave me softly, you could put on a show, but this
See what I
could
mean?
be the moment that I finally tell you no.
Insane. So good.
I'll tell you no.
Control.
Up on the shelf.
And just that. Ooh.
Telling me I'm the angel you've been looking
Anyway.
for, saying that you love.
Number 2.
Number two of this year's the Pointies Top 50. Well, 2025 the Pointies Top 50. So that's how tight I am. Another former podcast guest, and one of the most interesting ones I had. Lockie, the artist who, with the collaboration of other artists, comes together and forms the outfit Selv. Now, one really important thing to note with Lockie and Selv itself, Lockie was the first Indigenous Australian artist to record at the very famous Abbey Road Studios in London. We talked all about it in that particular podcast. So interesting, and how passionate he is about storytelling from culture. It's very, very cool. But this particular track, I mean, the whole album Breaking Into Heaven is so eclectic and so cool. But I really, really grabbed hold of a few tracks off that album, and in particular this one, which is the Lockie Horror Picture Show. Clever play on words, by the way. It's just got that strut. That is it's swag and strut. It's very Bowie-esque, but with Lou Reed sneaking in. I think he name drops Lou Reed in the actual song. What else can I say about this damn thing? Because it also reminds me of LCD Sound System too. There you go. And I think he actually, in that podcast, he actually cited them as an influence. He saw them live play, and there was like, yeah, that's the stuff. This, if you dig LCD Sound System, Bowie, Reed, all that kind of stuff, this should be a consistent addition to any playlist you have. Yeah, and that's it. If you feel like the need to strut, this is the song to do it too. Lockie Horror Picture Show by Selv at number 2, and this year's the Pointies. Oh, I keep saying this year's the Pointies Top 50 of 2025. There we go. Makes you do that. Maybe not as bad as him. Strut.
Number 1.
We did it. This is it. Yes. 2.5 hours in. What a struggle that I got there. Thank you for those that have been paying attention and enjoying it before we begin into telling you who our number 1 is. A lot of work went into this one here. A lot of hard choices. If you didn't make it in the top 50, don't take it too hard or anything like that. It's not like I don't like you. It's just because I had to choose 50 songs from like nearly 1,000. I'm not kidding. There was like 1,000 songs I had to cut down to 500, then I cut down to 70, and I got down to 50. Not easy to do. So, yeah, cut me a break. Anyway, number 1, we're there. Let's do it. The number 1 artist for the Pointies Top 50 of 2025, I got to see live. Stoked about that. And I got to hang out with him and talk shit backstage and at the merch desk, and I've been a fan of them since COVID times. That's when I really got into them, and then I reviewed a few of their tracks over time, and I knew there was an album eventually coming, and lo and behold, it did. I am talking about Fangs, the Sydney punks. So much fun with these dudes, and I'm gonna do a Molly Meldrum here, and do yourself a favor and get the album Shuey. This is an isotrope too, which was sick. So it spins around to animation. Anyway, nerd. Yeah, their brand of like sort of like skater punk, but meets sort of the Used and Billy Talent. Just grabbed me, and so much energy, and they are legit on stage. There's so much energy on stage, and they sound just as good recorded as they do live, and it's just nuts. The song Anne Marie is my choice for the number one song of 2025, the Pointies Top 50. The song amps me up when I'm low. I crank it when I'm on the bike. So when I'm out there on my Ducati, out there, I've got the Cardo system in there, and I crank it because it's such a fun track, and just if you're going for a skate, going for a surf, and all that, crank this one. If you're going through the 15 items or less aisle at Coles, yeah, crank it. Anything to give you a bit of energy to get through something. Just don't use this for road rage. Probably wouldn't recommend that. Anyway, been a big fan of these guys. Big love to them, and I hope they see this and appreciate it, and know that I really love this song. And the film clip for it's dope too. So yeah, if you like this song and all others, please do check him out. I will link him in the playlist will be up on the point anyway. So yeah, thank you for listening and joining me on this journey. It's been a mission, and I'll be back into my normal sort of routine this is very soon once these are all done. Here we go. Number 1, Fangs, Anne Marie. Yeah. Number 1, baby. Well done. Big love, guys. Big love to you. Big love. Yeah, that's it from me. I'm done. Dusted. I gotta go edit this sucker now. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I hope you found some cool shit in this lot, and happy with my choices, particularly my number 1. It's a cool song. Big love, guys. Bye.